friends, this is Kamaldeep Singh again, your real estate broker at Century 21 Red Star with Team KD. Today I'm going to talk about top 7 mistakes home buyers, especially the first time home buyers make, and how can we do things better and avoid some mistakes while buying our first home. The first mistake that we make is not knowing how much we can afford, how much house we can buy. Uh, as a buyer, as a human being, we always want to buy the best, a house which is new, which is in a great locality, and it has all the upgrades. But again, we need to make sure that it meets our budget. There are a few things which are must have, and then there are a lot of things which are good to have. So we need to make a list of what is must have for us and what is good to have for us, and then make a wise, informed decision. And a real estate agent or a broker can definitely help you with that. So please make sure that you do your homework in terms of how much down payment you have and how much monthly expenses you can afford while you step out to hunt for a house. A great tool is the calculator. You can use mortgage calculators for closing cost estimates. You can use land transfer tax calculators, and there are different tools. You can visit my website at consultrealestates.com and go to the buyer section and take advantage of some tools to understand how much mortgage you can afford and what is your budget. Second mistake is getting just one mortgage quote or just going to somebody a friend who works in a bank and just deal with one person. If you have a good credit, if you have good income and a good down payment, you have more options. You should go to different banks and try to get the best rate and the best terms and conditions for your mortgage instead of just going to one person. If you are not sure about how much you qualify for or what are the options there, uh, talk to your real estate agent or talk to somebody who knows a good mortgage broker. Consult a mortgage broker because brokers have access to multiple banks and they can help you get the best rate of interest, and also help you get the mortgage first of all. So please talk to your bank, multiple banks, as well as a mortgage broker to get the best option. Third, and this is one of the most important one, is not keeping a track of your credit score. Make sure you keep a check on your credit score. You can create an account on Equifax, or you can create a new like a free account on creditkarma.ca. There are some banks who provide you a weekly or a monthly credit score as well. So it's always good to keep check on your credit scores because sometimes we overuse, we go beyond our credit card limits. We sometimes think not paying mobile bill because of a billing dispute is okay, but sometimes it really affects your score, and a small $100 dispute with the mobile phone company can cost you a big deal when you go out trying to buy a house worth hundreds of thousands because your credit score has been hit. So yeah, keep a check on your credit score. Fourth mistake is shopping for a house before a mortgage. Now, it's pretty natural for us to when we think we are ready to buy our first house, we start going online, going on websites, going on realtor.ca or some home apps, and we like a few houses, we like the pictures, and we ask somebody to go and help and go and check the house there, not realizing that we cannot afford that our mortgage won't qualify, our income or down payment will not qualify for us for that house. So always go back to step number one. First, check how much you qualify for, how much down payment you have, how much income you have, set a budget, and then within that budget again make a checklist, what is good to have, what is must have, and then start looking out for a house. Now, Point number five is applying for a credit before your deal is finalized, before you have closed your house. So usually there is a gap of 2 to 3 months before between the day we finalize the deal, which is how we firm up our offer for a house, and the actual closing of the house. Sometimes what buyers do is, let's say I'm a first time home buyer. I bought a house, I put an offer, it was accepted by the seller, and I have put a closing date of, let's say, three months out, end of July, let's say. And sometimes we forget, we are out shopping, we see a nice car, we need a car or second car, we go and buy a car, take it on a lease, or we buy furniture on credit. I mean, there are things that we can do using our credit, but we should avoid doing anything, taking any kind of credit hit before we close our deal, because we actually get the key to the house. Because sometimes at the last minute, bank will, when they check your account activity, they will say you were qualifying for a certain amount, but now you have taken a car on lease or on finance, now you cannot qualify for that particular amount. So don't take any kind of credit before you actually close the house. Number six is underestimating the cost of ownership. Sometimes we have the down payment, we do qualify for the certain mortgage amount, and we buy a house. Let's say we were qualifying for 700,000, and we buy a house of for 700,000. But then there are other costs which sometimes we don't realize. Property taxes every month. We have to pay the utilities. We have to pay wear and tear. Sometimes these costs can overwhelm your monthly budget. So please make sure that you talk to your real estate broker or agent and understand, and also you to your mortgage broker. These guys can help you, guide you to understand what will be the actual cost of home ownership. And last is miscalculating the cost of repairs and renovations and the maintenance of your house. Sometimes it makes sense, especially when it is a market like today's market, which is seller's market, where the homes are going over asking price, there are bidding wars. Sometimes it makes sense to buy a house which needs a little tender love and care, little repair and renovation. You get a good bargain on those houses, even in today's market. But you need to understand how much the cost is going to be once you get the key and you have to start doing those renovations and repairs. Again, there are renovations or repairs which are must have. If the kitchen is in bad shape, if the bathroom is leaking, you definitely need to get that fixed before you move in. But if you want to change that color of the floor, or you want to paint the house, things can wait. So make sure you understand how much money you will be left with after you close the house for renovations, and make sure that you are not in a financial tight situation after you have closed the house. So there are a lot of other tips and tricks. You can reach out to me at 905-616-9002 if you have any questions regarding the current market here in GTA, or if you have any questions regarding your mortgage or the home buying process. You can visit my website, consultrealestates.ca. There are a lot of tools there that can help you, and hope to see you or talk to you soon. Have a good day.